Hey everyone, it's Erica. Thanks for joining me again for another trauma-sensitive stretch sequence. And today our class is going to be focusing on grounding and also ungrounding. So we'll be thinking about what are our points of contact from our body to the mat, and how does that change as we try different balance postures. So some will be more active and some more restful, but we've got a good mix of things today. I'm really excited. I've got a few props. I've got my bolster and 2 blocks. If you don't have these, of course you can do everything without them. If you want to grab a pillow, a couple pillows, a cushion, you can get creative and find a way to make these postures work for you. So let's get started. I'm going to move my blocks off to the side. We'll use those later. And I'm starting with the bolster as we come into supported forward fold. So legs long. Bolster comes between your legs, kind of up towards your chest, the top of your chest. An option to just kind of bring your forehead into the bolster or just hug the bolster with your neck rounded down. So you can experiment with different ways that you want to be in this supported fold. I'm kind of finding my own way through it too. What do I want to do? We're all in this together. I think I'm just gonna have this on my chest, with my arms hugging the bolster, head down, eyes closed, rounded back. I think I'm gonna actually bring myself more forward. There we go. So once you find that sweet spot, this isn't a posture that I use super often, so like yourself, it always takes me a minute to find what's comfortable for me. And then once I do, can start to just slow down, notice what I'm feeling, starting with my feet, heels pressing into the mat, legs supported, sits bones grounded down, with my back slightly curved. Not worried about amazing posture right now. And noticing how I feel the bolster supporting me, like a slight bend in it as I'm hugging my arms around it. Even just taking a moment with my fingers to feel the texture of the fabric of the bolster. Some of you might have softer bolsters or harder bolsters or pillows or whatever it is that you chose to help you in this fold. And I start to bring my awareness more to my neck. That's rounding down closer and closer towards the bolster. My face is relaxed. Then I bring that awareness to my breathing. And even with every inhale and exhale, I feel my bolster rising and falling with my chest. So maybe you notice how whatever it is that you're using is moving and affected by your own breath. How do you feel that externally? Maybe how do you feel that internally? Does your breath feel open, smooth, maybe tight? Lots of different ways to describe it, no wrong way. And I invite you to take a breath with me. So you inhale through your nose and slow exhale. Perfect. All right. And then slowly bring yourself back up. I feel like I need to roll my shoulders out for a second. So maybe you find organic movement for your upper body. Put that bolster away. We'll grab it later. Off to the side. And bring your legs together, coming through a simple seat. And I will meet you in tabletop. And we're going to start working on that grounding and ungrounding that we talked about before. So I'm going to start just by lifting my left leg. So foot is flexed, 3 points of contact, both hands, right foot or right leg, and then I just bring it down. And experiment with the other side. Right leg out, simple, easy movement. But again, we're focused on our grounding and how our perception changes. This time, left leg kicks out. We'll add in our right hand, reaching out like you're about to shake someone's hand. Bring it down. Even your gaze will probably change now as you kick your right leg out, left hand forward. So I'm not so worried, of course, like your core will engage, everything engages. We'll continue just to get comfortable moving back and forth, but don't worry about having amazing posture, amazing form. Just keep yourself safe, not moving through pain. So we're balancing here, moving from 2 to 4 points of contact. One more, and now we're gonna add some movement here. So now I'm reaching right hand forward, left hand back. Keep everything straight. Tap the floor, brief contact, bring it back up, and then back into tabletop. Opposite side, right leg kicks, left hand forward, straight, keep everything straight. Lower down, tap, bring it back up, tabletop. So we'll go through that a few more times. You can feel free to go as fast or as slow as you prefer. So we're challenging that balance. You might start to feel a little shaky. So I'm reaching out, quick tap, bring it back in, find that grounding. I'm gonna do one more each side as I extend and reach and lengthen, tap, bring it up to balance, find your grounding again, opposite side. Last one here, extend, tap, bring it up, grounding, tabletop. Great. Now I'll make it a little more challenging with our balance, and rather than doing opposite hand and foot, we'll do the same. This one, challenging for me. So we'll see how it is for you. You might be doing better than me. So I'm starting with my back leg, my left leg, and then I'm finally reaching my hand forward. You're gonna tilt a little bit, but I'm gonna try to keep my body straight in that original tabletop form. Keeping my hand forward, holding, and then find that grounding again, okay? So we're finding safety in this balance. Other side, right leg kicks, right hand lifts. Can you keep things lengthened? And then we ground again. 2 more times. I'm gonna go left side, kick out of balance. It's already honestly getting easier for me. Maybe it's getting easier for you, or maybe you're struggling, and that's okay. This is a tough one. And again, left side, and then right side. So we're ungrounding. Oh, I'm gonna fall. And regrounding. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go one more time, but hold it. So left side, and now we're gonna completely switch how our hips are facing. So my hips are gonna start to face you guys, the camera, the left, and my right leg even swings out more like a kickstand, supported side plank here. So I'm holding the supported side plank, and then I'm slowly coming back in. All right, other side. So right leg kicks out, right hand forward, and we start to open our whole body over to the right. My left leg kickstands back to give me more support. So this is a big balance challenge. This change in direction is no joke. So, and I even feel as I move my hands down, I don't know what this is, my hands feel a little buzzy. And we're gonna go one more time. So I'm gonna go open to, well, first I'm gonna just lift my left leg, left arm, and then I open to the left. Supported side plank, and then option to grab your left foot and really kick into it. Like you're kind of like a little ballerina, holding that leg back. So again, you're just grounding through the right side of the body. Left side is open, but you also have that self-grounding going on of kicking your left foot into your left hand. So even though that left side of the body is super disconnected from the floor, you're closing a loop. And then we slowly come back down into tabletop. Opposite side, you're doing great. Kick that right foot, right hand, start to open, supported side plank. And then as you're ready, close the loop, grab your right foot, and just kick into that hand. So this is a way you can create grounding for yourself, even when you're not connected totally to the floor. So we're closing that energetic loop there. I'm going to hold for one more breath. I'm really pressing into my left hand, my left knee, holding me steady. And then slowly extend your arm and leg out, bring it around. Tabletop. Nice work. Okay, time to rest. Grab that bolster, knees as wide as your mat, big toes come to touch. Fold yourself over your bolster, your pillow, whatever it is. You can bring your head from one side to the other with your head turned, or maybe, like me, I just feel like I need my forehead pressing into the mat. Maybe that's just more grounding that I'm looking for. Usually I like to turn my head, but after all of that balance, that side to side, I think my body's looking for more symmetry right now. So feeling my forehead pressing into the bolster is what feels safe. And I feel my belly slowly pressing down into the bolster. Arms are ready to press or reach forward more. Just letting go into the stretch. And start to find grounding. Now we've got all 4 limbs on the ground. Our hands, our feet, even our head grounding down. Finding support, finding safety. Maybe you even take a moment to bring your attention to what do you feel externally. Tapping your fingers, wiggling your toes on the mat. Or if your forehead's down, rocking your head side to side. Or if you had your head turned to one side, try the other. And then I bring that awareness to my breath. Whereas when we were in forward fold, I noticed how the bolster was moving with my chest as I was inhaling and exhaling. Now I feel the bolster supporting my belly and even like my lower rib cage as I inhale and exhale. So just take a moment here in stillness. And then we'll start to bring some small movements into our fingers. Start to walk your hands closer to your body. Walk yourself up. Move that bolster off to the side. Grab your blocks. So we're going to do some very similar movements that we just did in tabletop, but standing. So plant your hands, curl your toes, lift knees and hips. Big hamstring stretch. Heels may or may not reach the mat. Option to kind of come up and down onto your toes here. And then start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. And as you get close to those blocks, grab those blocks. I'm going to come more to the middle of my mat. And so our spine is long, gaze is forward, using these blocks kind of like arm extenders. And then slowly bend your elbows, allow your head to hang heavy. Maybe take a breath here. And then come back up with a straight spine, pressing into the blocks. And we'll start by kicking our legs out. So I'm starting with my left foot, reaching it back, just like I did in tabletop. And then same thing, right foot. So I'm 3 points of contact, and then back to 4. Now I'm going to add my arms. So left leg goes up, right arm extends. So almost exactly what we did in tabletop. Now right leg kicks out, left arm extends, bring it back. So we're going from opposite leg and arm, 2 points of contact, back down to grounding 4. Again, one more time, opposite arm and leg, bring it back down. Now we're gonna try, we can't exactly tap the way we did in tabletop, but we'll do something similar. So we're gonna reach left leg back, right arm forward, and then bring that leg down to tap. Right arm taps the block, come all the way up, and then back to our original placement. All right, kick out right leg, left arm, everything stays straight, move down to tap, really light tap of the mat and the block, straighten again, and then back to our original placement. We'll do it one more time. So left leg back, right arm forward, everything stays straight, tap down, lift up, and back to your forward fold. Now, right leg back, left arm forward, everything straight, and tap, and lift, back to your forward fold. Great. Now we're going to continue to challenge our balance here, challenge the way that we unground. We lift your left leg, and see if you can lift both hands. Before you do that, think about your right foot. Ground through all four corners of the foot. Reach those hands forward. Back leg, the more that foot can flex or be active, that will help you balance. Balance, balance, balance. Slowly come back down. As much as you can with control. Reground. Give yourself as much time in between as possible. We'll go opposite side. Right leg kicks out. Gaze forward. Start to come up onto your fingertips on those blocks. Release your hands, reach them forward, or maybe fly the arms behind you like an airplane. Hold, hold, hold. Grounding down only through that left foot. You're doing awesome. And then slowly reset. Hands and feet down. Now we're gonna open to the left. So same thing we did in our tabletop. So I'm kicking my left arm or left leg back, and I start to open the left hip and slowly release my left arm, reaching up, big opening of the left side, left hip. That back foot can be flexed or pointed, and I'm just holding as my right side is grounded down, holding me up, and then I slowly come down to that forward fold, and we'll go to the opposite side. So now I pick up my right foot, very active, flexed or pointed foot, and I start to release my left or my right hand as I press even deeper into my left hand, opening to the right. Right hip is open, holding, and then I slowly come back down. Nice job. Now we're gonna close that loop at the top. So left leg back, I start to open, pressing down into my right side. Left arm comes up, and then option to bend your left knee. Find your foot and kick into your foot. Does not need to be pretty. And so we're closing that loop, finding self-grounding on the left side, even when it feels like it's just kind of out there, not touching anything, but we find that self-grounding. So I'm gonna hold for one more breath. You're doing awesome. And then we slowly release down. Last tricky thing, I promise. We'll do that on the opposite side. So right foot goes up. Start to open. Right hand is up. You're really pressing into the left side of the body. And as you're ready, complete that circle. Kick, kick, kick. Your hand and your feet pressing together, closing that loop. Just focus on the feeling of your hand pressing into the top of your foot. And then as you're ready, slowly with control, without whipping anything around, bring yourself back down to that forward fold. Great job. And then one vertebrae at a time, come up to standing. Reach your hands up. This feels like a sigh of relief to just be able to open up, and then bring your elbows towards your rib cage, opening the chest. Reach the hands up one more time and slowly fold all the way down. Bend those knees, come down to sitting on your mat. You did amazing. They're not easy. Those are challenging. We're gonna take one final twist, well, two, one on each side. I'm gonna build myself a ramp here. So if you've got blocks, this is kind of fun. So I've got one block on the medium setting, one block on the high setting. You could also do this like against your couch with a pillow, or just on like a chair, if you fold over onto a chair. So I build myself a ramp, and then I'm gonna take my hips and snuggle them up against the base of this bolster. So my right hip's kind of parallel there. And then I just twist down, both hands on either side of the bolster. And then you can face the right, or whichever side you were on. That's less of a twist, or you can completely take a full twist and have your face the opposite direction of your knees. So it's up to you, and we'll just stay here for a minute as you really melt down into this twist. We did a lot of activation of our core, our glutes. Like, even though our primary focus is grounding, is building perception, like the body gets engaged. And even I noticed, like, yes, I can feel my hands on the mat, my feet on the mat, but I noticed more warmth and almost like numbness of my feet, my legs, my thighs, because we just had so much activation of them. So I just invite you to take another breath here. Feel your ribcage pressing into the bolster here. And deep exhale. And then we'll take that on the opposite side. So be gentle with yourself as you come back up. And then opposite hip. So my left side snuggles up to the base of the bolster, both hands on either side, and I lay down right here. So finding a really gentle twist. Maybe you notice that your heart rate is starting to slow down, your breathing starting to slow down. Maybe you even notice how your upper body is feeling. Some numbness or fuzziness of your shoulders, your biceps, everything that we had so active. Even your palms might feel more open because we were just doing a lot of pressing down, putting our whole body weight into our palms almost. So I love ending on my side sometimes, because the way that the side of my rib cage feels when it's pressing into the bolster or pressing into the floor, it's like all those tiny muscles that don't often get a ton of love get like a mini massage as I'm breathing in and out along the bolster. And I invite you to take one more breath with me. So take a deep inhale, filling your belly. Feel your ribcage expand. And exhale. Now, as you're ready, press into your palms one last time. Walk yourself up. Come to a comfortable seat. You did a great job. Thank you for joining me. That was a fun one. I liked that one. I hope you guys had fun too with all the balance challenges and the way that we can really think about how we can ground our body in different postures, different stretches. And yeah, I hope you feel amazing. I will see you next time.